Hey, loser! What are you doing? Are you trying to hunt for something? You're not gonna get anything.
This is fishing!
Well, hello everyone, Spartan Bow here, ready to take down a Carp Colossus. Oh! Well, here we are, Weeping Willow Fisheries, and of course, if we're gonna be going after a major carp, I'm gonna be fishing at the Cave Lake. But before we do that, let's look over equipment. But before we get this video underway, I want to say thank you to Supreme Boy for posting your BZHub Pumpkin U card. You did a fantastic job, and I love to see it every Halloween season. And if you're gonna carve your own BZHub pumpkin, you better get to it, because we've only got one video left. Our two main carp rods we're going to be using today are the Deep Horizon 13.9 at 58.4 pounds and the Leviathan 9000 at 53.3 pounds on one and on the other 57.7. We're using 57-pound braid and medium PVA bags for our stomach bait. 56-pound carp leader, of course, with a 10-aught carp hook. And because the weather is the way it is, which is cloudy, we're going to be using less sweet baits such as shellfish and krill here. Let's take a look at our Weeping Willow Carp Colossus monster mission. Now that you have the specially crafted unique ground bait, catching the monstrous Colossus carp is only a matter of time, patience, and of course, the right tackle. Look for the monster near deep underwater holes. Not very much to go on, but I bet if we fish our regular locations, we'll find it no problem at all. As you can see, we're mixing our ground bait together for our PVA bags. This'll be good for one day, so we better make the most of it. Bo did tell me that we needed to fish at nighttime because it's a Halloween thing, but I'm Spartan Bow, and I can do whatever I want. Let's of course switch to the best time to be fishing, which is right now. So let's go ahead and do that, and then get ready to throw these out. Starting with our strongest rod, I'm just gonna aim right over in this direction. Way over through it, He-Nil, you muffin. Now there's nothing more to do, but wait. Getting a little bit of action on this one rod. It's going. But who's to say that it's a Carp Colossus? I primarily like to be fishing at bright times, sunny times at that, but we didn't have that choice today. This is a big carp, but I don't think it's the one we're going for. Just a trophy mirror, you fat, scaly beast. We're going for the Carp Colossus, not this. We're not getting a lot of stuff here, we're getting nibbles every once in a while. I think I may reel them in and switch them out with larger bags. I'm not sure if that makes much of a difference, but it's worth trying. Not going crazy, that is a fish on, and I don't believe this is the Carp Colossus, another scaly beast. Just a small mirror carp now. Something just isn't adding up. Makes me think we need to look elsewhere. This is one location I've seen Bo fish at a couple of different times, and I think it might just work for what we're doing too.
2 hours later.
Well, I think our time in the morning is just about up. We better reel these back in and try in the afternoon. I'm starting to think now that we could have probably spotted this bait, and that we should have brought a spot to try it out. Oh, there it goes. Pulling a little bit more, but I think it's another scaly. Nope. This one's made of leather. Make a nice pair of boots. Compared to the other monsters, this one is putting up quite a challenge. I'm now thinking we probably should have just waited 4 days and fished in the sunlight. Well, we're breaking out into the evening now, and it's not any good time to be fishing anymore. So I'm gonna be switching into the nighttime, which is our last chance of catching this Carp Colossus. We've got a runner. It's taking line off. This is being wily. Oh, blasted fish! Fish on. But it is of course not the right fish again. Ooh. I just want to try one last spot. That's all the time we have before this bait runs out. This was the first location I got to fishing carp, and it might be the place where we catch a monster. Fish on. I have a hard time believing the Colossus would let us bring it in like this. I will admit, of all the battles I've had, this Colossus carp is putting up quite a fight. But I'm back with more stomach bait, and it's time to go after him again. Except this time, no chances are being taken. We've got spot rods, we've got 4 different carp rods that we're gonna be using, as well as using the sunlight this time, not taking a chance on a cloudy day. This time, the Carp Colossus will be ours. As you can see, we've got our 4 rod holder down here, ready to point out towards one of my favorite spots, which you all know. But before we throw our rods out, I'm gonna spot this area right here 5 times. And this is pretty practical advice for any carp fishing. Spot 5 times, wait 15 minutes, spot 5 times again. I should say, in the game. Don't do that in real life. 5 spots out, time to get the rods out. Didn't expect a spotting to be such a Dr. Seuss, eh? This time being a sunny day, we're fishing citrus pop-ups. It's the way to go. Already having a lot of attention. But we did catch a lot of carp last time without the Colossus, so my expectations are not very high. Now this looks like it's gonna be a mirror or a leather carp. Not the Colossus we're looking for. A unique leather at that. Well, we pulled him in, no trouble. Another one taking off, just another scaly. He's a big scaly, I'll give him that. Got plenty of weight on his bones. Well, can't say we're not attracting in the fish. The spot is the way to go. Come here, you. He's at 20 feet now. 58-pound mirror. He should put up a fight for only being 58 pounds. You know, even though this is one of my favorite locations to catch carp, the mission details did say he would be in a deep hole, and I think we're better off fishing easily seen deep holes around, such as these big areas around and around here. These 3 over here are making me think maybe we should be fishing on this particular lake. I think it's time to pack up and move off. This is another one of my first carp fishing locations I ever tried. I haven't fished here much since then, but I think it might be worth trying today. First fish on. Doesn't look like a biggin. Small ghosty, I'm assuming. That he is. Fish on here. But it doesn't look like the Carp Colossus. Well, our first unique from the location. We've been sitting here for about 10 minutes. We haven't had any nibbles at all. We're gonna have to try a location we've never tried before. Either this spot, that spot seems too hard to get to. We did try this spot last time. I'm thinking we try this spot. Right in the center of this location. Might be our last chance we have. This time I'm gonna put the rods out on the water and then spot over top. This Carp Colossus is quite the adversary, but I think 4 more spots on this location just might be the ticket we need. There's a lot of movement out to the right though. Nibbles already. With only 2 out. That's a take. It's going. It's off. Let's get this spot out. We'll switch out the rods. No way. No way! On the first cast, he's holding on. This is the darkest carp we've gotten. I think this has got to be the Colossus. Oh, he's putting up a fight. The meters are maxed out. Luckily, this happened on my second strongest rod. He's at 160 now. Pulling out line. As you all know, carp like to fight like the Persian army. So we're gonna be putting up a good battle here. It's locked out at 220. 220 and a half. You've got to keep constant attention on your meters. If you're not going to be keeping attention like I am when I'm talking to you, you need to be reeling in no matter what. He's out at 250 now. He's going to take us to 300. This has got to be the most challenging battle we've had thus far. Sub 300, getting him down to 280. We've got him below 250. He's stuck it out. We're bringing him in, boys. Let's get over to this peg. Fight it out. Definitely want to keep up the pressure, but we've got him below 200 now. Our defense is as strong as a shield wall, and we're pulling him in. Will we get him below 160? There it is, below 160. He's taking us all over the venue. Oh yeah, we've got him below 120. Will we get him below 100? He's sub 100. 70 now. He's tuckering him out. He sees us. He says spot and bow. Oh, I don't stand a chance. Pulling us out. One last burst of energy. We've got him below 40. Come on, you. Come on, you beast. We've got him. The Carp Colossus of Weeping Willows, everyone. My God. An absolute monster.
Oh my goodness gracious. Seriously though, oh, it feels so good to have this guy caught when it's a time crunch to get videos out for Halloween. And all of the monsters are going so quick and you're thinking, okay, yeah, it won't be a problem. I'll catch this guy, post the video, and we'll move on. And then this dude is an absolute butt to catch. And just like when you go to any other place, you know, you kind of have your favorite spot in mind where you've caught the fish before and you just go for it, or, you know, the locations given away by the mission or locations on the map. Weeping Willows has so many good locations for carp. It's difficult to choose one. And so as you saw throughout the video, we were moving from spot to spot to spot because I knew at some point he was gonna spawn in one of these spots, but this was the location that he spawned at. I mean, immediately. He was the first fish we caught. So if you are going after the Carp Colossus, this is the place to go, right here next to the gazebo and the deep location. Absolute knockout. This is fantastic. I am so happy right now. It's crazy. Well, there we go. Carp Colossus, 110 pounds, 10.796, I should say. We are going after a 100-pound carp, and this guy doesn't count, but by golly, it is nice to see a 110-pound carp. My goodness. 35.494 inches, really short guy, short and stocky, evidently. $9,423 and 5,930 XP. Honestly, not a lot of XP. We've caught carp that are just about that same amount, but hey, that is a heck of a fish. He-nil, what do you think about this guy? Look at that. My goodness gracious. I think we're gonna have to move to another location to get a better photo. There we go. There we go. There, yeah, he is missing scales. It's interesting. Yeah, he is missing scales. It's interesting they put the time to take some of the scales out. But hey, that is a fish and a half, man. That is a fish. What do you think about that, He-nil? What do you think about that, buddy? Good fish, bro. He-nil, I can't see you behind there, but I assume you're smiling because this is an excellent fish, man. That is so cool. The Carp Colossus, everyone. Well, let's go ahead and keep this so we can see what happens afterwards. Man, that is a great fish. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, that's so interesting. I guess we have to actually have the stomach bait attached to the rod itself. We can't just use it on a spot rod. That's so interesting. So we would have to have it equipped in a PVA bag and then catch him. Oh my goodness gracious, if that's the case. So we didn't complete the mission after all. We actually have to equip it in a PVA bag, I would assume. Yes, let's find out. There we go. Ooh, what a find. Okay, I see you. Well, that's what you gotta do, everyone. I'm not gonna do it because I'm on a crunch for time anyway, but we did catch the Carp Colossus, by golly, and he is a heck of a fish. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to catch him again so that I can actually complete the mission without having to go get the stomach bait again, but I'm gonna start editing this video before that happens. I hope this video is helpful. If you're going after the Carp Colossus, hopefully you know now location, equipment, what you should do. Make sure that you have a PVA bag onto your rig so that you can throw out the stomach bait with the hook. Otherwise, if you're just using it on your spot rod, it's not going to count, evidently, which is interesting in its own right. Comment down below if you've already caught the Carp Colossus or if you're planning on going after him in the future. And as always, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos in the future. We've got one Halloween video left, everyone, and I heard he's a little spooky, so you know, look forward to that. Make sure you hit hit the bell for notifications so that you know when it's coming out, and we'll see you in the next episode, everyone. Happy Halloween, and as always,
remember,
we're one planet, one family, game on.